shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get some sports talk.
Brought to like what you don't do. Brought to what
no, because there's a reason. I mean, I'm skilled. I'm gifted. So I think, you know, I'm pretty good at what I do.
last one?
Yeah. I mean, there's things I got to get better at. Everybody knows that in the room, so it's shooting. But I'm working, so it is what it is.
All right, so it's 1 out of 82, but somehow the first one feels like we can make it a little bit of a referendum
100%
on these teams. And so to me, there's two interesting storylines. One of them, again, he does not attempt a shot from outside the painted area. That, I think, is what the whole world is waiting to see.
Yeah, and it is. And look, I'll go back to a player like Jason Kidd, who shot 27% from three his rookie year at 21 years old, about the same age that Ben Simmons is. By the end of his career, he was top 5 all-time in career three-pointer makes. It's going to take time. Not only time for him to shoot it, but also just to get the confidence to become a solid shooter. So I am 100% on his side when it's like, look at what he did. He did 24, 8, and 9, and we're still talking about not attempting a three-point shot. Look, he's just one of the great versatile players and young players in our league. So I just think it's a disservice to always talk about.
That's the problem. Everybody want everyone to shoot. The presence he brings to this team is different. Like, he ain't necessarily gotta always shoot the basketball. He affect the game other ways. His passing ability and the open floor, that's what he's strong at. Once they get the up tempo and get to the rim quick and score without a jump shot. Everybody's so worried about what his jump shot need to be. There's a lot of players that ain't had a jump shot, and it took them a little while to even come down to be a shooter. Like, he's gonna work on that. He hear the outside noise that everyone talk about his jump shot. He affecting that game for that team other ways. Like, he's a big key to that team. They not gonna make him shoot any threes. Do what you best at to help our team win. And let's get to the paint. He will put a jump shot together. He know he's working on that. Ain't nobody worrying about the numbers he putting up without a jump shot. They just so focusing on him shooting the basketball that they ain't realizing the impact he brings to his team.
What he doesn't do.
Perhaps. Let me go to the other side of it then. The Celtics, they open up on this night against an important, it feels like an important game against a conference opponent. They kind of get blown out, and Kyrie Irving somewhere else scores 50 points. That's not a great way for the season to start for Boston.
It's not, and Kemba Walker is going to play great. He's a great point guard, but one of the things that I think is highlighted is Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward had 25. Now, it takes maybe 1, maybe 2 years to come back from the type of injury that he had, so that's very good news. If you're not worried about Kemba Walker because he's an all-NBA guard, but to see Gordon Hayward come out game 1 and look like the old Gordon Hayward, you combine that with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart, they're going to be a very well-balanced team.
All right, let me run the floor with you here because there was some other action worth looking at from last night. 32 points from Dame Lillard, but Portland loses at home to the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic scored 16 in the fourth quarter. Of these two teams, RJ, who's the real threat in the West, Portland or Denver?
I think Portland. I think Portland, I look at Denver's team, and they did not really get better. Now, they were a very good team, but the Lakers are better. The Clippers are better. Utah is better, but they didn't even play Michael Porter Jr., who was supposed to be their kind of hidden player.
Let's talk about Utah. Donovan Mitchell picking up the slack for a struggling Mike Conley. Mitchell 32 and 12 rebounds. How good are the Jazz?
The Jazz are very, very good. They're a great defensive team. We're still looking for Donovan Mitchell to make that next leap to being an all-star. I think this is the year because he's got a great team around him.
And then we have Luka Doncic and a fully healthy Kristaps Porzingis combining for 57 and a Mavericks win over the Wizards. Is Dallas a playoff team this
year? They are not a playoff team. They are going to be one of the most improved teams in the this season. But when you look at their team, it's like, who do you take out of the postseason? Because the Lakers will be in it this year. So the Clippers are going to be in it. There's not too many teams that you can take out of the postseason.
You know who I could take out?
Who else?
Half the East.
Will you stop with that?
This is why I made this point on TV the other day.
I
did
heard
an essay right here.
I asked.
You should.
Like, you gotta have patience. Like everybody have a new teammate that came in. Mike Conley got to get used to the system. He just got to get used to it. He been in Memphis half his career, and he in a new environment. He got to figure out his way with this team. He will figure it out as the season go on. This is a new environment for him. Donovan Mitchell, he's going to take the next step. And Luka Porzingis, we don't know what they're going to do. They can possibly end up in the playoffs. Everyone counting them out, and they can. And what else they talk about? Oh yeah, Denver. They got a solid team to get back to the playoffs. You know, but y'all have to put Michael Porter in so y'all can see what more y'all have in him. If he ready to be on the floor with y'all or not, y'all have to see what y'all gonna get out of him through this regular season. We know that was the first game, but you gotta see what you have in Michael Porter. Portland got better. Once they start sending a comeback with Whiteside, you got 2 rim protectors. Good pickup for them. They'll always be a solid team. They got some good, nice pickup in their rotation. It just everybody have a first game. You just gotta, everyone just had to get that chemistry together.
To seed them 1 through 16, Dallas might get home court advantage in the first round if they played in the East.
That's fair. I'm not disputing that. But at the end of the day, some of these rivalry matches that we've talked about and we've grown up watching, you, me, everyone has Boston versus Philly versus the Knicks. Well, let's not say Knicks, but a team that are going to be in a postseason, right? Those are the things that you look forward to. And when you start to add travel to that, it would change the complete dynamic of it. So look, best team that comes out of the West plays the best team that comes out of the East.
Yes.
And I'm fine with it.
So we disagree. And I think if there's one thing we can agree upon, it's that I'm right and you're wrong.
Fact.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content,